Hi, once again. I'm back invading your sub box with my stupidity, terrible reviews, and overall shit quality of channel. Today we're going to be doing another review, which I'm sure people would have figured out that's what I do. And today we're going to be reviewing a nice little game on mobile called Soul Knight. If you couldn't tell from the background gameplay, it plays very similar to a different roguelike, Enter the Gungeon. I overall have very positive feelings on the game. I think it's definitely probably the best game, free-to-play game on the App Store currently. Probably the best roguelike on mobile, absolutely. Overall, let's get to it. Soul Knight overall is a very fun and positive game, but let's break down some of the small factors. First up, there's a huge amount of content for what's on offer, especially since the game is free. Now, of course, there are microtransactions, but most of them really don't impact the game. To boil the game down, you've got multiple different characters, all of which have different abilities and statistics. For example, the character in the game background gameplay, Assassin, has a higher damage with melee weapons and can deflect bullets with melee weapons. Also, basically, they're a melee-focused character. But then there are other characters, such as the Knight, the Paladin. Certain characters can only be unlocked through paying with real-world currency. One character, who is the only character like this, can be unlocked through doing a short puzzle. There's lots of characters, which I've already talked about. Another system is the 5-star system, wherein you have to 5-star which weapons and enemies in the basement, which is an area which shows off all the weapons you collected. To 5-star something, you have to kill enemies with it, and this is basically one of the major end game goals: 5-star everything and 5-star enemies by killing them. Now, the bad news is that is a bit annoying to do with certain enemies, but I'll get more in that in the bad section. Some other good things. It's basically as simple or complex as you like. With so much bits of content, you can play it as just a simple roguelike, or you can optimize builds and gain certain weapons. There's so much stuff just to find out. For example, one good example is you just get that if you can find two items, the damaged blade and the broken hilt. If you put one of them on the ground and then stand over it, you can fuse them together into a unique sword, which is extremely powerful. Just little stuff like that just adds to it. It's fun. It's just very, very fun. It's good, simple. There's co-op if you like co-op, or if you have friends to play with. It's all very good and well. Now let's get to the... There really isn't much to dislike about this game, since it's so consistent. The few problems I have. First up, the garden. The garden is a feature which you can access in the lobby. By walking to one side, you'll be able to plant seeds which you can gather in the dungeon, and then over real-time hours, you can grow the seeds to gain rewards. The thing I don't like about this is that it's trying to incentivize the kind of fear of missing out system of you've got to be there to continue watering your plants to make them grow. You can get the gem tree, which is a permanent installment in the garden, and that gem tree will grow gems every day, but you've got to water it. It just doesn't... So to maximize your gains every single day, you've got to log on, water it, log off. It's just not that fun or unique. Most of the benefits aren't that exciting. There are a few exceptions, but most of it's just... not again kind of feeling. Let's talk about something I mentioned earlier, the 5-star system. For example, there's a system in game where randomly you'll encounter a champion enemy, which will be signified by purple particles floating around them being larger, and they'll generally have more health and upgraded attacks. There is one enemy who only appears on a specific stage in the first level, who only appears as a champion, who are already rare. So it's even rarer to get this specific champion. And you got to 5-star that if you want to 100% the game. It's incredibly annoying. incredibly stupid, and it's just a bad system. Why would you want to add that? It feels annoying to just have to continue going at it and going at it and going at it, just grinding out this one specific level to kill this one thing over 100,000 times to get the one fucking 5-star, so your so your collection's complete. Then there's also the bloated feeling of so much stuff is in the dungeon that sometimes you feel like you can't remember it all. Oh, what's that? There's the mount system. Oh, what about the mech system? That's oh god, the mech system. You're able to, in-game, find mechs, hop in them, and they'll give you a second life bar and a unique weapon kit. But they feel pointless because they deduce your speed. And in a game that's all about moving around and avoiding attacks, it's not fun or optimal to play. On the mentioning stupid and useless things, the elf, one of the playable characters, is supposed to fill the sniper niche. If you haven't noticed already from the background gameplay, you will automatically lock on to attack the nearest enemy. However, the elf has a unique feature of their special abilities. They are rooted in place, and movement will instead control a laser, which you can manually aim with, which is completely pointless. In a game that's all about run and gun, why would you want to stand still and do specific aiming when you could just run around the battlefield, avoiding attacks and just shooting mindlessly? There's no real point to the character existing. And then there's the bosses. The bosses are pretty good all around, but there's one exception. The Easter Bunny. It just does not fit with the background style, for one. It looks like it was painted in MS Paint. Its attacks are incredibly powerful, and it's annoying to fight for something that's on the first level. Being able to spread AoE flame attacks, and its capabilities in summoning hordes of minions. The number of them exceeding what's usually in just a standard room. Overall, that's pretty much all the negatives I have about this game. Another day, another shitty review from a shitty channel that probably shouldn't exist. This one, I think I tried to make high quality because I actually put effort into it, which is astonishing for me, because I don't put effort into anything except maybe trying to clear the entire island in Just Cause 3. Overall, I think this review is better than the others. You can tell me your opinion on that in the comments, because I'm a generic YouTuber. I need to beg to get comments. On the generic YouTuber note, like and subscribe for less diseases next time you decide to root your deceased poodle. That was really dark. I'm sorry I said that. If there are any children, which there shouldn't be, because this is an over 18 channel, adults only. I'm definitely an adult. Leave. Copper is in my ass. Just kidding, I can't even make money off this channel. I've got less than 9 subscribers at the time of posting. Let's go. Fuck that. That is all. Have fun with this shitty video. Yeah?